Samantha Josephson was a 21-year-old University of East Carolina student hailing from Robbinsville, NJ, known as Sammy to family and friends. She was about to graduate and had future plans to become an attorney. Tragically, Sammy's life and the envisioned bright futures were cut down abruptly when she was killed in March after she mistakenly entered a vehicle assumed to be the rideshare car he had reserved. Now, the driver is facing a murder charge and all who knew her are plunged into mourning. The grief-stricken parents are courageously tapping into their inner strength so that others like their daughters will not be fooled into entering the wrong car. They are educating and advising people about how to be more observant and cautious about related dangers to honor the memory of their late daughters. They have dubbed the program Sammy, a fitting acronym for the word stop, ask, match, inform. Before accepting a ride from a driver, stop and consider what's going on around you. Ask for ID to match the car and you have ordered and inform your friends about your travel plans by allowing them to track your ride. But that's not all the Josephson couple is doing. They are reaching out to congressmen to move forward to a proposed piece of legislation they would like passed that would compel ride-sharing companies to do their part in preventing tragedy. Sammy's law would mandate a related safety program that aims to safeguard passengers. Sammy's law proposed legislature for the safety of rideshare passengers. The proposed law would include that the following points directed at all commercial ride-sharing companies. All cars that are part of the ride-sharing company must display a front and rear license plate that identifies them, such as passengers' windows must have a rapid response code that is easily scanned. Every day, every car must have illuminated white shield sign that is discriminated during the daytime and can be seen from 50 feet away during evening and night hours. To be fair, the ride-sharing companies have always tried to protect themselves and others through commercial auto insurance that focuses on possible damages and reimbursement, as well as by broadcasting safety warnings such as those underscored by the SAMI program, like sharing the trip app with friends and family so a passenger whereabouts can be easily tracked in wake of an unthinkable tragedy. The Josephons are taking it further to ensure passengers remain safe. Prime Insurance is an experienced independent agency that partners with over 45 of the leading insurance companies. We locate excellent coverage options at competitively lowest quotes. Commercial insurance essentially refers to insurance that protects businesses and professionals from any unforeseen circumstances that could affect the business or professionals financially. It's always a good idea to have some sort of coverage for your business. Even if you work from home, a general liability policy at the very least is recommended as it covers businesses for cases like a customer getting injured on the property, someone trying to sue you for medical costs if your product's cases causes injury, if copyright infringements, and so forth. General liability insurance is offered by some contractors as a stand-alone coverage through some insurance companies, although it is often combined with property insurance in business owner policies or BOPs. Here are a few tips for choosing commercial insurance. The best insurance for your business won't be the same for every business because each company is unique. It's best to go through a company that offers tailored solutions so you won't have to worry about paying for coverage that you don't even need. Learn about the laws in your area. Where your business is located plays a role in how much money you will have to pay. These risks are greater in some areas. What is the minimum requirement for companies in your city and state? How big is your commercial property? More tips for finding good commercial insurance. One thing to look for is a company that will offer ways to reduce the cost of commercial insurance to ensure that you are getting a competitive price. Some providers actually offer discounts for home-based businesses. You might also be rewarded if you employ good risk management, such as keeping commercial property clean and hazard-free. Keep the terms named pre-lease at open pre-lease in mind. Open pre-lease coverage refers to protections against nearly every potential loss except for losses specially excluded in the commercial insurance policy named per-lease policy. On the other hand, only provides coverage for losses that are specially included in the policy such as theft, wind, fire, vandalism, etc. If you are looking for an insurance broker, make sure that individual knows your industry. The more knowledgeable they are about your specific needs, your requirements, the better able they will be helped to get the best possible coverage at a reasonable price. Also, look into a broker's geographical licensing and operations. Do they align with the region or states your company operations in? A good place to begin with your search for a good commercial insurance policy is the Hisco's Business Insurance Group. Hisco's link is financially strong and offers affordable, tailored coverage in all 50 states. If you are an independent contractor, you might not think you need any kind of liability insurance. However, just like any small business owner, it's a very good idea to have at least base insurance. There will always be people out there who will try to sue anyone and everyone for any reason. No matter what your line is work is, you never know if you might be held liable for something in some way. Don't take any risk, invest in general liability insurance for contractors. Even if your job involves primarily sitting in front of a computer all day, you are not entirely protected by potential lawsuits of some sorts. Independent contractors have pretty much the same legal obligations and liability exposures as large companies and firms. Depending on your industry, you could be held liable for anything from bodily injuries to advertising libel or copyright infringement. There are some industries in which general liability insurance is required by law for independent contractors. What if your business starts to grow and you have to start hiring employees or contracting work out of others yourself? You will need protections for them as well. You don't want to purchase general liability insurance for contractors from any company. Here are a few things you to look in the business insurance provider. Simple monthly payments are always good, Especially if you have cash flow trouble, choose a provider that has flexible payment plans to keep things as smooth as simple as possible. Make sure that the coverage includes all the essentials: bodily injury, libel, slander, defamations, and property damage. The ideal general liability insurance plan should include these at very least. Worldwide coverage is important. As many contractors work with companies in other countries, you should be protected for your work anywhere in the world. Although your covered claim must be filed in the US or a US territory. If you have a home-based business, you should be able to obtain an insurance policy that is tailored towards your specific needs. Some companies offer just that. Errors and omissions insurance is something to consider, as well as software copyright infringement. Carefully read over home-based insurance policies to learn what is covered. There are risks that you might not be even aware of. The amount of time that an insurance company has been in business is an extremely important consideration. If it's been around for a long time, decades even, then it's a sign that the company is doing something right. Which provider is right for your needs? If you need general liability insurance for contractors, one of the good places to start is with Hisco's Business Insurance. Its origins date well back to 1901, and the Hisco's groups